Hey guys, it's UT and Angel here, and we have been tagged by Essayon's Family Garden, formerly known as Sapper Gardener, for the which kind of gardener are you? A sower or a harvester?
Alright, so this originally started with Barkley Homestead, so I'll provide a link to theirs and they send it over to Essayon's Sapper, and then Sapper mentioned us in it and we figured we would give it a shot. We are a little uncomfortable and weird on these,
Tag videos.
yeah, sitting in front of the camera and stuff like that. I feel like I want to be doing something, but anyways, it's April 16th, 2019. It's basically sower or harvester. What kind of gardener are you? A sower's the seed person, I would say more, and the harvester's the gatherer.
Yeah, I would say that too.
I'd say you could also probably call it a pusher and a tester.
Very possible. I'll go first. I would have to say I do like putting the seeds in the ground and growing the plants, but I like to harvest the fruit from the plants more. That gives me more joy to be able to see what we can get from our plants and put it to the table and put it in meals and make meals for it. So I would probably have to say that I'm a harvester because I love to go out and pick what's on the vine or on the plant and put it in a bowl and bring it inside and prepare it for my family. And so I like to harvest.
I would say that's a really close one. I'm guessing most people, even the people we tag, if they end up doing the challenge, then it's kind of, it really, I've seen Angel lean heavy into the sower part of it too, often, so it's kind of a lean thing, but when it first comes to mind, like when I think about the garden, I think about going out there and having it be as unique for Kiddo to try to draw his attention in, to be able to create as much unique and entertaining things out there for him to look at and explore. And for Angel, I kind of do it for the beauty. I want her to be able to go out there and see a beautiful garden with unique things growing. So there's, I would say I'm the sower in that regard, because when I perceive going out to the yard and gathering up a bunch of tomatoes or peppers, for example, what I'm really perceiving is Angel is going out there and doing it, and in my mind's eye it is showing her out there gathering it, her smiling and her happy about it. So I don't know, that would be like a pusher kind of regard. Angel's kind of like a little bit more the tester. We both are the tomato testers and pepper pushers, and we're just a small hermit family living in a small town and doing what we have with our yard in. So my thing is I want to grow everything. I want to start every kind of seed possible at some point, and I can't really complain. Every time I look at our yard, I think of my sister's yard, who we're getting ready to go visit pretty soon, and she's on a second floor balcony that's about the size of a twin mattress growing things, so it could be a lot worse always, and we're really, really excited this year. I'm wanting to see how many different unique types I can fit in that yard to make it look as unique and beautiful as I possibly can. And I know that, like a lot of people, if they follow our lead on this, they're going to burn themselves out. We do completely understand that. We understand overwhelming yourself and stuff. We usually, me and Angel's, one of our bigger strengths is that we're better together. So she's, carries the torch for us sometimes, and sometimes I carry the torch during those times, but it can be really easy to get overwhelmed with that stuff. But I would say I'm a sower.
And I would say that I'm a harvester because I like to go out and see and pick it from the vine and show what I can get from the plants that we grow. We would also like to tag a few people if they're interested in joining in this tag, and we're interested to hear their answers on what they are, what kind of gardener they are, if they're a sower or a harvester.
I'll start. Alright, the first tag we got up here is, man, we could tag so many people. We got about 150 channels that we pretty frequently watch, and sometimes when we get overwhelmed, we aren't as quick to comment and stuff as we would like, but we're watching you guys. we see a lot of people.
So the first one
is the Bull's Garden and Rabbitry. So I would like to see him and possibly
his
Ricky.
son, yeah.
I'd like to see Ricky and his answer on that possibly.
The next one would be PG Nano Farm. I would like to know what her answer would be on whether she likes to sow or likes to harvest in the garden. And it is a unique question. It makes people think when they're asked the question on what they really enjoy more.
There's the City Stead. So that's a really cool family. Really interactive with the kids. Me and Angel, we really appreciate channels with kids or kid-friendly channels a little bit.
Find ways to get kiddo interested too, see what other people are doing. The next one would be Cedarholic Gardens. I would like to know what she likes, if she likes to sow or harvest, what her favorite is.
Once I start thinking about the cough, what ends up happening is the cough is drawn out. Like it's like just a tiny itch, and then I think about it and I think, oh man, I was almost going to make it through a video without knowing, and it always shows up. That's anyhow, we tagged 5, so let me get the last one. It is butterflies. Is that the one we haven't mentioned yet?
Yep.
Butterflies home and garden, so we would also like to see if she's more of a sower or harvester. This is a really good question, me and Angel. We like doing this challenge because everybody in your mind, when you sit and think about it for a second, you're both kind of. To be a gardener, you kind of do it for the harvest. You do it for the intrigue and the grow. So it's really one of the tipping points. Like, I could sit down and say that I'm into the harvesting part almost as extremely as the sowing part, but it's just a little bit funner. It stands out a little bit more as me as pushing it, less than testing it.
But putting the seeds in. So those are our answers and our tags, and then anybody else that we hadn't mentioned, if you would like to join in on this and comment below or just make a video of your own to, to let everybody know what kind of gardener you are, a sower or a harvester. And we're interested to hear everybody's answers.
I probably won't throw it up there, but I'll just throw a few names up here. S.E. Crumpua. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Marie Curry. I'm wondering how to pronounce that properly. Mary Curry or Mary Curie. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that name. Please forgive me. That's another one that I could throw up real quick. Garden Obsessions, Cecily Cottle, That Everyday Cura, Hope This Works. I mean, if you guys, the Cumbrian Homestead, The Naked Gardener, Southern Entertaining, just, I mean, these are just names I could, if you want to do this, it's a really kind of fun to sit down and kind of look which way do you tip, because we're all kind of on the center.
Yeah, it is exciting, and it's a question that nobody really asks, and so it's kind of neat that it came up, and it makes you think. So, thanks for sharing this experience with us and listening to our answers, and hope those of you who want to participate do, and we're excited to hear your answers.
Prairie Plant Girl, Midwest Gardener, Papa Pepper, Babette is in the Garden, Cheryl's Organic, Two Turtle Garden, Grace Homestead, Barefruit Gardening, A Little Dirt Never Hurt, Patricia's Project, Dee Dee's Pharmacy.
So lots of
anybody who wants to do it can do it and stuff like that. I know, like, if you're not specifically tagged, sometimes it feels like you don't want to jump in, but this is a good time. It's the last of the cold season starting to fade out. It's the cold season's really cool because that's when the community kind of comes together. We, communicate a lot, plant our seeds, make our plans, but when the season starts, it's every gardener for themselves, pretty much. So we'll see you guys this season for sure.
All right, you all have a wonderful week and a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.
The Living Garden, Sasha, Mess Hall, Houndsman 1, Bob Mells, V. Honey. That's one I would like to see too. I'll probably provide the link to that one. How long is it at?
10.
That's good. Blissful Acres, Louisiana Gardening Family, Tom Grip, Gretchen the Green Lady, My Permaculture Garden, Granny B, Diana at Justice Acres, Gabe's Garden. Seriously, guys, anybody who wants to participate, jump in. Season's ending and stuff like that. It's the last chance to have the really deep community building moment. So we love you guys. See you this season. Thanks for watching.